Imagine a quarterback stepping up to the line of scrimmage, feeling the weight of the game on his shoulders. The crowd is roaring, the clock ticking down. Now, picture him throwing a perfect spiral so precise, so fast, that defenders can't even react. What's the secret behind those game-winning throws? The answer lies in Peyton Manning's grip, a subtle, yet game-changing technique that turned him into one of the NFL's most accurate quarterbacks ever. Peyton Manning is a name synonymous with precision, intelligence, and legendary performances. When you think of Manning, you think of his ability to carve up defenses with his arm. No one was more surgical with the football than him. But what many fans don't realize is that it wasn't just his mind that made him unstoppable, it was his grip. Manning's secret grip wasn't just a quirk or a coincidence. It was a deliberate technique that helped him deliver perfect throws, time and time again. As a quarterback, every throw starts with the grip, the foundation of a great pass, and for Peyton, that foundation was built on an exceptional understanding of how to hold the football. Now, let's break down the grip. It starts with how Peyton's fingers would wrap around the ball, positioning his thumb and index finger with near perfection. But this wasn't just a basic hold. There's an art to how he placed his fingers. His index finger would lay lightly along the laces, giving him control over the rotation of the ball, while his middle and ring fingers worked to apply just enough pressure to create an incredible spiral. Imagine this as Peyton Manning stood in the pocket. He wasn't just gripping the ball, he was controlling the very flight of it. His grip allowed him to adjust the power, the angle, and the spin of the football with microsecond precision. That's what allowed him to throw a pass with unmatched accuracy, even in high-pressure moments. But the grip doesn't stop at the fingers. Peyton's wrist control was another key factor. As he released the ball, his wrist stayed firm yet fluid, guiding the football through the air with perfect spiral rotation. This combination of finger, pressure, and wrist control gave him the ability to generate velocity without sacrificing control. The spiral. When you think of Peyton Manning's throws, you think of that clean, tight spiral. You see it on TV, and you know exactly what's coming, a perfect pass that looks like it was engineered in a lab. But what made it so precise? It was all about the rotation. Manning's grip allowed him to produce a consistent, tight spiral on every throw. Roll the footage of that iconic throw to Marvin Harrison in Super Bowl 41. The football left Manning's hands with such force and precision. The ball sliced through the air like a laser. That tight spiral wasn't a mistake, it was the result of hours of practice perfecting that grip, ensuring that every throw was an extension of his body. This spiral wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about effectiveness. A perfect spiral reduces the drag on the ball, allowing it to cut through the wind and reach its target faster. It also ensures that the ball stays on its intended trajectory, improving both accuracy and velocity. The combination of Peyton's grip, wrist control, and the spiral he generated made him nearly impossible to defend against. But let's not forget the mental side of Peyton Manning's game. While other quarterbacks were focused on physical mechanics, Manning was already 10 steps ahead, reading the defense and knowing exactly how to exploit its weaknesses. Before the snap, Manning was already anticipating the movement of the defense. He had a mental picture in his head of where his receivers would be and how they would react. This allowed him to make adjustments before the play even began, ensuring that his grip and release point were optimized for every throw. Watch closely as Manning surveys the defense at the line of scrimmage. It wasn't just about his body language, his grip was already ready for what he had planned. That mental prep was just as important as his physical mechanics. Peyton Manning's grip wasn't just effective in practice, it led to some of the most iconic moments in NFL history. His Super Bowl win with the Indianapolis Colts was a showcase of his mastery over the ball. But it wasn't just about his arm strength. It was about how Manning used his grip to make the right throw at the right time. That throw to Reggie Wayne, threading the needle between defenders in a high-stakes moment, wasn't just about talent, it was about a perfect grip and the precision it created. Imagine this in the middle of a championship game with everything on the line. Manning stepped up to make a play that only he could execute. The defense was closing in, but Manning's ability to grip that ball, combined with his deep understanding of the game, allowed him to fire off one of the most clutch passes in Super Bowl history. Now, let's quickly compare Manning's grip to some other all-time greats, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, both legendary quarterbacks in their own right. Brady's grip, while strong and efficient, was more about simplicity and speed. Drew Brees, a precision passer like Manning, also relied on a tight spiral, but often had to adapt more due to his size and arm strength. But Manning's grip was different. It wasn't just about throwing the ball, it was about perfecting every throw, every time. Where Brady and Brees relied more on their raw talent and speed, Manning's grip gave him a level of control that allowed him to place the ball in the exact spot he needed every single time. So what does Peyton Manning's grip teach us? It's a lesson in mastery, discipline, and focus. It's not just about talent or ability, it's about consistency, preparation, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. Peyton didn't just have natural talent, he perfected his craft. He spent hours on the field, refining his grip, his release, and his understanding of the game. Peyton Manning's grip was more than just a technique, it was a symbol of his dedication to mastery. It's the same level of discipline and attention to detail that we can apply to anything we do in life. It's about doing the little things repeatedly until they become second nature. That's the true essence of greatness. If you've ever wondered how Peyton Manning made those impossible throws look so easy, now you know the secret to it was all in his grip. His dedication to perfecting the mechanics behind every pass is what made him one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. If you found this breakdown helpful and inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your favorite Peyton Manning throw. See you next time. This script combines technical analysis with emotional storytelling, creating a balance of high-energy moments and deep-dive analysis that will engage sports fans and inspire them to reflect on Manning's mastery. The natural transitions allow for video editing, and the pacing builds towards a high-intensity conclusion.